Welcome to Good Mythical More. What's the conversation about the best superpowers without the balancing conversation of the dumbest superpowers?
Yes.
We're gonna have that now.
But
Good
first,
Mythical More.
Congratulations, Merchicality winner, TJ. You sported that merch out in the wild and you posted it with hashtag Merchicality. We found you, we tracked you down, and we're gonna send you $50 that you can go over to mythical.com and get some more merch with.
Pub trivia and onion rings. That's a wild night.
Wild night.
Are you guys feeling a little chilly? Because I am. Let me just turn on this fireplace.
Oh!
Hey!
Hold on, wait, Stevie, wait, we're not supposed to actually burn fire in that fireplace. It's a picture place.
Yeah, the fire marshal said we can't do that.
Oh, could someone turn that off, please?
You don't have the power of
uncombustion.
Actually, that's the only power I have is to ask other people to do something, please.
Wow, I'm so jealous you got that power.
Yeah.
Good power. The polite persuasion. Or
Yeah.
Polite power. Polite power.
That
Okay.
sounds like a regime that's about to take over, but yeah.
Polite power.
What do you guys think is the most useless superpower? From that list, I guess we'll start. Let's just start from the list we just reviewed. What's the most useless?
Well, they removed it. I can't see it anymore. The use, I don't know. I'm not. Honestly, the one I was thinking about was like removing hangnails.
Is useless?
Because you can just do it yourself.
Yeah. It's like, why would you need to be like really good at that when anybody can do it?
Sometimes they're really hard. You know?
It is scary, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like I'm pulling on this, but I'm gonna pull in such a way that's like you can't unzip a hangnail. You gotta bring some cutting devices into it, right?
I mean,
even though you think you're just gonna rip that thing off, woo, that feeling, that's not a good feeling.
The ability to look at somebody and tell how tall they are, because that's something that people do, and it's actually, it's not just a superpower. It's like an intuitive thing that some
Like a
people
carny?
have. But then, yeah, exactly.
Not you.
But I guess I don't think that's one of the things they do at the carnivals anymore.
Yeah.
I don't think they ever did height.
It's not sensational.
They did. They did weight.
They did
They probably
age,
don't do
right?
weight anymore.
Okay, luckily the Mythical Beasts had some more creative answers of what their most
our
useless
answers suck.
superpower.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, I didn't say that.
These are submitted. Okay. I'm
Oh,
curious
watch
if they're
out!
made up.
Over there, at the couch on the left side. Lower. It's on fire.
Wow, Stevie,
You're
that's
burnt.
cool the way that you do that.
You're burning the couch.
Man,
Could someone please go put that out?
you really command the elements.
Yeah.
You know,
It's because when I go, that's when it
happens.
That's what happens.
It's just combustion. It's not all the elements.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's just combustion.
yeah.
Don't get her.
the element.
At YOLO MCM says
Okay.
you can only be invisible as long as you fart. However long the fart lasts is how long you're invisible.
Oh, wow. So as soon as it's done, everyone's looking at you. You disappeared.
Or, I mean, typically when you hear a fart, by the time you look, the fart's over. So it's just going to seem like I heard a fart and I look and there you are.
Except that situation that we had in 11th grade.
Yeah,
if
you're
you
talking
recall.
about Tommy.
Hey, yeah, I mean.
Tommy started farting.
Okay, hey, there was a guy who started farting in English class, and it lasted so long that by the time he was done, everyone was looking at him.
Yeah, just watching it finish.
And
Just rumbling in his seat.
this wouldn't have helped him. Other than it went so long that when you would look, you'd be like, "Oh, he's not here," and then maybe he would appear later. But I guess if you're looking at the place where the fart's coming from, if you could learn how to do really, really long silent farts, which if you had this ability, you could train.
Yeah, you would
train your
train
anus.
that. You'd train us.
And it would just be really, really
Train us
small
classes.
and really, really, really. You would be eating the right kinds of foods.
You'd just be seeping out constantly.
Yeah.
Could you train yourself to be constantly seeping out fart?
Probably, yeah. I mean, if you could be invisible, yeah.
The seeper, I think, is what
Oh.
she would be called. The invisible seeper.
Yeah, this might not be too bad.
The fart seeper.
The more I think about
Not
it.
bad at all, Mary Cullen McVeigh. You
Okay.
were wrong.
How about the ability to turn wine into water from @PanicAtPotato?
That is a dumb superpower, Jen. You're right about this. Turn wine into water.
I don't know, man.
At a certain survival point,
Yeah, exactly.
could you be with a bunch of wine and only need water?
Yeah, like like the world ends, you break into Bevmo. Think about it, man. Water for days, and it's all nice and sealed up and bottled.
Or if you're on your way to some exclusive like album release listening party in Death Valley and you're bringing all the wine, and yet you took a wrong turn at the Lippincott Pass,
Yep.
and then you're all of a sudden you're stranded for days. People die out there.
That's a
Following
exact
Google
scenario
Maps through like,
I think a lot about.
oh, Google Maps is telling me it's so quicker to go over this mountain on a mining pass, and they die
Yeah, whole families.
because they can't turn their wine into water.
Whole families die that way. It's happened. Look it up.
That's still pretty useless.
No,
it's
but
like
think
the
about it.
opposite of Jesus.
You know, sometimes when you want, like, you're in a group of people and everyone's drinking, and like you want to seem like you're drinking
One, yeah,
just to fit in, but you
I
don't
guess.
want to. You don't want to be three sheets to the wind.
right. So it's still purple. It's purple water.
I didn't say that. It's actually water, but
Yeah,
like,
is the water still purple? That's what I
no,
want
but it's
to
when
know.
you're drinking out of a stein that you can't see in. Drinking wine out of a wine stein.
Oh, so you're in Germany or something?
I don't know where you're at. I think you can bring your stein anywhere.
They
you
don't have
want.
wine in Germany. They only have beer.
I think you're wrong about that.
This one sucked, Jen. This is
You got it. You're
This is
right.
a candidate.
You're right.
This is a candidate
That's
for the
a dumb
worst.
superpower.
The ability to float.
They're obviously a drunk for submitting that. Go ahead.
You said you're obviously a drunk? Is that what you
Yeah, I was
said?
talking to Jen.
Okay.
Out of all the dumb superpowers you can make up, that's the one. You have one.
So you
need
wanted
to-
to go back and
you
you
need
wanted
to
to punish,
reevaluate your
you wanted
relationship
to just
with wine.
insult her for
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Done.
The ability to float, but not high enough that anyone notices. Talking like 1/32nd off the ground, inch of an inch,
Oh, you're talking about air hockey float.
and you still gotta walk normal.
Is the
too,
air
at
hockey
90
table on? Is it on? Nope, it's not on.
No, I think you would have fun by yourself like this. You think that no one would notice, but because of the principle that you're describing in air hockey, when you activated this, it would be like having wheelies, and everybody knows everyone wants wheelies.
But they don't want actual wheelies.
no, but just think about it. Like if you,
So they, yeah.
how's that guy doing that? I don't know. This is actually pretty awesome. And also, there are people who,
He's a slider.
from a moral standpoint, don't want to like kill bugs and stuff and step on things. So
Oh.
you activate this, and you ain't killing much. I mean, I guess some beetles would die.
1/32nd of an inch off the ground is
That's enough for an ant to live.
that's maybe enough for an ant to live, but it's not enough to like have fun on any irregular ground. I mean, it's got to be very smooth. It really needs to be an air hockey table. You're gonna have to walk on air hockey tables in order to experience this. 1/32nd.
What about just walking on regular flat ground?
It could be flat.
You
Like,
could turn
in here-
anything into
in
an
here
air
would
hockey
work.
table.
But it couldn't be. You couldn't do it in nature.
Yeah, as soon as Google Maps tells you to go over that deserted mountain,
Lippincott Pass.
yeah,
Yeah, there's no floating there. You can't use it.
You'll be there with that dead family.
yeah.
Right. This one kind of sucks, but there's certain situations when it's very fun, and if you can look like you're constantly sliding, you're winning at life.
Yeah.
So Joe, you're wrong about
Yeah,
this.
this is actually awesome.
You don't want to say anything to Joe that's hurtful?
You're obviously a drunk, Joe.
Yeah.
You're drunk.
Okay, good. Well, this one's from David. The ability to not sprinkle when you tinkle.
Wow.
You got a problem with that, David? You sprinkle when you tinkle?
No comment?
Well, you've already commented. You tweeted it.
Let's just be honest here. Sometimes you can't help it.
If you sprinkle when you tinkle, please be neat and wipe the seat.
Sometimes you can't help it. It depends.
Exactly.
A lot of times it depends on the previous evening's activities.
I think it has to depend
But
on like your
sometimes you-
nozzle setting. Like, do you have a sprinkle setting and like a like a stream setting, and then you've got like a gentle spray.
No, I know
got a
you do.
mist setting.
After you pizza for so long, because you got it so you got it to be so tight.
Yeah, I've got the on the end of my.
I'm just saying,
gun.
sometimes you forget what happened last night, and then
I don't.
all of a sudden you got multiple streams you're trying to handle.
Yeah, it's been defined.
I should be sitting down.
It's been defined.
Should be sitting down. So this would come in handy. So this is actually not a bad thing. You know.
Oh no! The neon sign is on fire.
Don't do it, Steve.
Oh no!
Too late.
Why are you acting like you're reacting to what you're about to do? Oh no! I'm about to set that on fire.
Could someone?
Yeah.
Could someone please put that out?
Also, Stevie, just as you develop the superpower, a couple of pointers. One is you might not want to say it's on fire and then make your noise.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe just make the noise and then we'll see that it's on fire.
It's a red flag when you're about to use your superpower and the first thing you say is, "Oh no."
Yeah. Well, she's still adjusting to it.
David, sit down to pee, son. Come on, man.
Okay.
Just sit down to pee. I do it. There's no shame in it. It's cleaner.
The ability to squirt bubbles out of your ears from @Jana Hancock.
The verb choice here. Squirt bubbles. Like,
Well, they are wet by definition.
I don't think you squirt bubbles, though.
You technically blow them, but I think
Squirt bubbles.
squirting bubbles is actually what is happening in a technical sense, because bubbles are made of liquid.
But it's implying the squeezing of something, which, like, you're squeezing your inner ear.
And it makes a noise.
I think you're going to have hearing damage.
Well, I think it's implied that this is a superpower, so you can do
Squirt
this.
bubbles out of your ears. I mean, this is playful. I mean, if you were a preschool attendant, this could work.
We've got to take this seriously because it's coming from a Hancock, sucker.
Yeah, that's Jana Hancock. Jana?
Gina.
Gina. Sorry.
It's not Gina.
J-A-I is Jai.
It's probably
N-A is Na.
It's probably Jana.
Gina.
It's probably Jana.
Jana Hancock.
Even if it was Gina at some point, it's probably Jana now.
Not only does she have a Hancock, but she's got a Gina in her name.
Wow.
You've got quite a name. You can squirt bubbles out of your ears.
Anywhere you want.
Anywhere you want.
Yeah.
Is it soapy? I mean, is this something that could help with spot cleaning?
You'd be good with kids.
That's what I said, preschool.
Yeah. Babies love bubbles.
Okay, this last one is from
So this one isn't bad, Gina.
Reddit.
What's the most
Reddit
useless
user
superpower?
Bumper E. The ability to turn hamburgers into pocket lint.
Yeah. Okay. Now this is a candidate.
That was a good one. See,
Wow. To turn something that everybody likes or most people do into something that nobody needs that much of.
pocket lint is really only good for starting fires, as a matter of fact,
my
Stevie.
goodness.
So you want need some?
No, I don't need pocket lint.
Can I throw some pocket lint over there in the middle of the
Yeah.
middle of the space, and then maybe you can just light it on fire?
That's cool.
Oh, I thought you just wanted to throw it. I guess so. Look at it.
Oh, that was good better. Yeah, you got our
better.
attention.
Well, because I used oh no last time. I didn't
Yeah,
want
you
to.
told
was
us to
good
look
better.
at it, and then,
Yeah.
and then it happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could
And that
someone
just-
please put that out?
Yeah, so make it-
Thank you.
Now, listen, I gotta say, this could be kind of
not-
cool if you were a vegan and you were like the kind of vegan that's a little bit disruptive. So you're like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to McDonald's and I'm gonna turn all the hamburgers into pocket lint as my protest for the day.
That would be wild.
And everybody's like in the middle of eating it, and it's like, and like, think about that. This actually, like, in like a protesting type way,
Yeah.
like for the vegan cause, like this would actually be a great superpower.
The
Like you would be the
vegan
most
cause.
popular vegan.
Is vegan a cause or is it a lifestyle? I mean, I think
Both.
it could be either, but I think let's just make it a lifestyle. Let's just make it a lifestyle.
You can't make it what you want it to be.
Can y'all just make that a lifestyle and not a cause?
It's a cause, man. And this would be a really...
Is it affect cheeseburgers too? Because that's when I'm gonna start. I'm not threatened by this, but if
In
you
this
add cheese to
particular
a hamburger,
world, if you put the cheese on the hamburger, the pocket lint guy can't do anything about it.
okay, so that's his arch nemesis. Cheeseburgers.
So he's like knocking Whoppers out left and right. But a Whopper with cheese, which you do have to ask for.
That makes me hungry.
Knocking Whoppers.
Knocking
like that.
Whoppers. They're on the daily.
So I'm fine with this actually. I'm fine with this because I have a workaround. You know, it's good for the vegans. It doesn't impact me if I order the right thing. See, everybody wins. It's a lifestyle, not a cause.
So I think what we've learned today is that you basically, it's really difficult for any type of superpower to be bad in all scenarios.
Yeah.
You can always find something. And think about that today. That's the lesson for the day. There's something about you that's different. There's something about you that's super. There's something about you that's a real superpower that makes you you. Go out into the world today. Turn those hamburgers into lint.
Yeah, use your superpower. I like that, Rhett. Join Third Degree Quarterly or Annual by June 30th to get our My Hair Goes song remake on vinyl, mythicalsociety.com.